Welcome back everyone. Today we're in the Giants editor and I'm Jewel. As you can see, we're on the Jewel's Peaceful Valley map and we're working on the shopping mall area. We're just going to be doing a little bit of molding and adjusting the building where we want it, kind of seeing what we got here. So I've only done very little. I lifted just a little bit of this and then I was like, no, I better record this, and I actually moved that fence, and that's about all I did. And it's not finished, I just threw it over here. It's nothing finalized, and the stuff over here will have to be moved, that kind of thing, and this and all that. So, well, let's go ahead and just get started. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I appreciate all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. We're going to go ahead and lower this area some more. I lowered it here so I can see where that is visible, so I know where to go to. So we're gonna try to get a reading of that with the replace feature. So we're gonna go to about here and hit Control R as in Richard and see what we can get. Okay, so we're not quite there, but I'm gonna add some numbers to it and see if it goes up. I'm gonna put 20. It's probably gonna go too high or too low, whichever way it goes. Okay, so let's see what we got. Okay, so let's go a little higher than that. Let's go 40. Okay, so that comes up. Alright, so 40's close. Oops, it went to 49. I accidentally hit a 9. Let's try the 40 I was going to go after. Probably will go too low. Yeah, a little bit. Unless we want it to go that way, because, no, not quite. Okay, so we've got to add a little bit. Let's put a 5. See if that helps. Okay, that helps over here, but over here it's not a good thing. It doesn't. Let's go. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't go far enough. There we go. So that might work out right there. But it needs to go a little more here, or I could lower the building. We'll just go to 6. Let's see if that's any better. Not really. So let's go to 8. See if that's any better. So 8's too much. Let's go to 7. And we should be getting there. Let's just see. Nope. Well, it goes good over here, but not. Okay, there we go. Not quite. It's a little too high. So we are going to go to 6. So 6 is going to be our number. At least it looks like it. Well, it's not going down on that one. Still up too high. So let's go back to 5. Alright, so 5 is our number. If you can see what's going on. Alright, so that's where we're going to sit at. Okay. Now see, this looks like it's floating still. It's my thing. So we're probably going to have to lower it and then just make this little spot go a little bit deeper on its own. Okay, so it's highlighted. I've separated some of it. I didn't click this full thing because I don't want all that, so I'm separating it by clicking this, and I'm going to just lower it just enough to get this part to the ground. Let me see. We don't want it that low. Let me see if that works. It's not too bad, but let me see. Is it this one? Okay. So go to 5. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let me look under. If you hit it at the right angle, you can see how far it is. So let's try 5, 5. Okay, so let's try 5, 4. Better. There we go. There's our level. And I think that's good. See, it's just barely breaking up the line, so it's just touching it. This right here, what we could do is click smooth and see if we can't smooth that one, and that should clear that off of there without doing too much. Okay, so it brought it up in this case. So we'll have to tap it with the subtract You can lower these down if you want to, and you're just gonna tap with that. Alright, and then I'll smooth it a hair, barely, just to try to situate it. There we go. Alright, so now that's showing. We'll have to adjust this side, obviously. Alright, the steps go lower. I'm not sure where they ended up with this. If you'll see under here, we have a little further we could go. So, and you know how those are higher sometimes where the trucks back into them. That's what it's supposed to be, up higher. And as you can see, the steps go way under. So I'm thinking try to lower it down to the step level. But I think that on the Elm Creek they had it way up here. So, but I'm not too concerned with that. We'll just look at it and see how it looks. Alright, so let's go back to replace. And do this. And see what we got here. I'm going to try to stay away from that over there a little bit. Alright, let's see where these steps end up. Yep, there we go. Alrighty. Pretty good. Now you see that different color brick. We could decide if we don't want that to show or not. It depends. Just really depends on what you want it to do. We're going to come over here, but we're just not going to get too close to that one. Alright. Alright, I'm going to roll in and look under there again. See what we got here. Alright, that ain't too bad. I'm okay with that. And as long as these look fine, well, let me go see what it looks like. I'm not sure what the deal is with the way they got that. Makes me wonder if we're going to put some sort of ramp there. It's kind of weird the way that's set up. Alright, but anyway, I'm thinking I'm going to leave the back like it is. I don't mind them having to go up this hill. I can just adjust that little piece. And then the trucks can just back up as if they're backing into this. And I'm going to leave that probably like that. And we're going to go ahead and come around. Do like this. So we can put it on the replace feature. We'll knock these buttons to a higher level. And make this a little bigger and go to it. Try not to go too close to that other area we were over there, but we're just going to go right here. On this one I can go back a little bit. There we go. And then just come over here and try to make it as level and not go all the way over there, but we'll see. We'll smooth whatever we have to smooth. It's going to drop down a lot in the front, but I want the front to slope down into this area. So hopefully we get it. It's not bad right there. It's pretty much where the bottom is. Alright. Let me come around here so I can see. Okay, so some of that's going to have to be adjusted. You can see this. These things aren't just right yet. But I think there was some sort of sidewalk too. So some of that may be changing. But we can place it on the ground either which way. Alright, so I'm going to come over this way. I'm going to try not to hit too far over. We can slope this area if we have to. Okay, knock all that down. Knock some down in the middle here. Alright. Let me come over here and make sure I didn't accidentally jump too far. I don't think so. Okay. Ooh, that's a slope, ain't it? Which is okay, they do have them, but well, this isn't too bad right here. But I think that'll be okay. It's not too big of a slope. Alright. So let's have a look over here. See how high that is? I'm thinking we won't have that high because the buggies would want to go rolling into the place. Now I'd have to look and see if there's a sidewalk. We could look in game. I could do that real quick. Let me go on and look in game. Now let's go ahead to the file. Go to D drive, Steam library, Steam apps, common, FS22 data, maps and maps US and map. Double click. Open it and go look at that place and see what it looks like. I mean, you can change it however you want on this part because you're going to be adding a trigger that makes it do what it needs, and not like some buildings you have to use everything that they have because they're calling it from their main XML. But in this case, you're going to be using a trigger for the functions of this building. So let's run over there and see what theirs look like. Now see how it slopes down a hill? I kind of want it like that. Not exactly like that one, but still going to be going down a hill. Let's go look and see what we got. Oh, this is another side. Guess it's over here. Let me see. Nope, it's in the front. Cut through the building. Am I wrong? There we go. Okay, so what do we have? Okay, I told you we had a curb. Yeah. Trying to click on it, it's not letting me. There we go. So we have a curb, but the question is, do I want these curbs, all of them, because they all come like that, but you can break them down depending on which ones it is. You could break it down. Let's see what we got here. Break them down. Trying to find that one over there. See how. Okay, so that still gives us all that. So this must be off somewhere else. Yep, way over there. Okay, so this is the shopping mall pavement cluster. Okay, so if you're okay with that setup, then you could use it, but I'm not exactly thrilled with it. I want mine to look differently. I don't mind this one. Let's open it up a little more and go see. Okay, so that gives me those. Huh. So what are we gonna do? Let me see. They made that kind of a sloped little part. That's just this part on the top. Let me see. This is the concrete part. That's a grass square. Let me find the thing. I'm gonna lift it up and show you. See? So the ground, their ground is got cement under it and grass under it. That's funny. And this is a grass little square block thing. They did that to make it all squared away and rounded perfectly, and because otherwise you're going to be trying to get the ground to do that right and everything, and it's just a pain. So let me undo that. Okay. So we would want to take that, but we're probably going to have to break it down because I don't know if it's going to break down. See, look. Yeah, it's not going to break down. You'd have to take it or leave it. I don't see it breaking down any further than that. Well, you'd have to go make something in Blender at that point. And this is the collision. Think. Do I want this? Or not? Well, I wanted a bigger parking lot, honestly. So this is all, to me, extra stuff I didn't really want in there. And I didn't want to necessarily add that part to it. I was going to put it in a different spot. So, well, let me come look over here. We might could just get the concrete. Let me see what that looks like. It takes all of it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I like it. So we're probably not gonna take it. I'm probably gonna build my own little stuff over there. Little concrete or whatever I decide. And sidewalks and stuff. I just don't like that. Oh, I see. That's why that was up so high. But they laid it right over the top of that, so it looks silly. They fixed it, but didn't fix it. Like they throwed it on top of it. See, so they didn't even get it perfect. But you can see where their level was, and then this, and you can see they went way up and made these flat. But I don't think that's necessary on those because at that point you pretty much did away with the option of going in and out of these for the most part because you got this building here. So, and a lot of those, they have those up high like that because you're going to be backing into them so that the trailer will be, the box truck will be level with it so it can load and unload it. So I'm not going to worry about that level on that. But anyway, that's good enough. Let me see if there's anything else I need to grab. Not yet. I mean, we already have most of the other stuff. So, but this will all have to be adjusted since we ain't gonna have the concrete. We'll have to make it however we want it to be with the concrete. So, all right. I just wanted to check and see what was up with it. All right. So we're not gonna worry about that part. We will have to do a slope and get that situated though. So we can take care of that, but we don't have to do it right now. We just got to get the building leveled out a little bit. So we're going to come up here. As you can see, it's going to be a nice slope coming in. And I was hoping to make the parking lot pretty decent. Pretty decently. Let's see. Yeah, it's thunder in here. Hope it ain't going to be lightning too bad. Alright, so let me see. I'm going to go ahead and knock this all down real quick. There we go. Alrighty. That's all that extra stuff they had. And we'll slope the front, don't worry about that. Now I'm going to go over the top of this building real quick. And we're going to make sure we go over that building on the inside to knock anything down. Over here to knock anything down. Bring it back and forth to make sure anything under it's been knocked down. Obviously you ain't going to be able to see it, but hey. I'm going to bring that on up to this front area. Knocking all this stuff uncovered. Alrighty. Okay. There we go. Remember we have a fence that they show. Alright. I don't know how far that's gonna go. Ooh, way out there. We'll probably move that. I ain't gonna have all that out that way. I'm gonna undo that. Oh, it took a bunch away. Okay. Redo it. Alrighty. I ain't gonna go all the way, just to there. Get to over here a little bit. Get that flat. We don't want to go all the way down. We don't want to lift a bunch up either. So, alright, that's pretty good. And let me go look at it. Because we're going to slope that hill, so we'll have to see. We don't have to slope the whole hill, just want at least the main area. We're going to slope it though, either which way. Let's go ahead and slope it because we don't want to know. We want to know how far we need to have it. so let's slope it now. And any of that fence stuff, don't worry about. We're going to be moving it forward or wherever we want to put it if we don't want a fence there or whatever. Which I don't know that I'm going to put a fence there per se. At least not that particular one. Not sure what I'm uncovering. I think it was a electrical thing. There we go. Alright, now let me go on down, look. So if we're at the street level, which this may come down a little bit too, if we, wherever we decide to put the entrance, we can go in and then I can adjust all that. That's not important. I can get that lower. We can move this concrete that I painted. That's just something temporary, marking a spot. Okay, so then we got these fences, which we don't really need. That was that corner piece. We can get rid of that in a minute. We'll have to do it piecemeal though, little bit by little bit. But you can see the rest of it's down on the ground at least. We'll have to adjust and move all these as well. But basically I want to have a parking lot out in the front, like here's the two parking lots, like the whole row was here, then a whole row here, and a whole row there, and a whole row there. And then you can go weaving in and out of the place. And then you'll have a path right in front of it. And you can whip around to the back where we'll put our trigger here. But yeah, see, we got all that smooth, so it looks fine. We'll have to smooth more, obviously. You know. And we'll need to smooth a little more on top of this hill here. It's quite the hill. Which I don't mind the hill. I just don't want quite that steep, I guess. Let me go look and see. See, then we're going to see down into this area. We'll see up there. I like looking down from the road. You can look down there and see everything good. So we'll have to smooth this obviously. Let me see. That's a little steep there. We'll have to at least, I think I'm going to lower this hill down with the smooth feature. We're going to crank these up to the top. And it's on smooth. Let's get it on down a little bit. Drag it over here. Got to bring this side over down a little bit too. We want it to all kind of meet the same level. Knock this down. Just keep going over it. There we go. Not too bad. Alright, let me look at it and see. A little better. Took a little of the edge off. I think we're going to have to do a bit more. Let me see what we got here. There we go. That's what I want. Get a more of a slant to it. Alrighty. We're not worried about the fence, okay? Just remember that. The fence will be moved somewhere else. It's not important. Alright, that should be good there. We're going to scoot around here. Try to do some more up here. Right about there. And of course we haven't done the road on this yet, like the final road, but that'll be coming soon enough. Hopefully I can get this road situated good. That'll help it go a little easier. See, I'm trying to get this little part down just a little bit. I mean, I'm going to leave the hill, I just don't want it quite so high. Try and drag some of this down too, using the smooth option. Alright. Not too bad. Okay, you can see what that was, but we're going to move that, so don't worry. Okay, remember these can all be moved too, individually. All that can be put on the ground if we chose to. I'm going to go ahead and paint this concrete just to get a better visual. Of course, we could do some of it asphalt, but I don't know if I like the asphalt particularly. Let's just see what we got. Let's do concrete for now. We'll deal with the rest later. Put it on add, put it on there, and we're just gonna paint this. We'll leave a little bit of that grass, I guess. We're gonna bring it on back here. We'll bring it over. Bring this over. Clear all that out. That was just what we wrote, saying what was gonna be here. We'll bring this on out, like so. And bring this on out as well. Bring this over. Alright, we're almost there. I'll think about if it's going to be too far or whatever. None of this is final. This is just getting me something to look at, as I'm working. So we get a visual of things. Okay, so we got a lot of hump up there. We will have to smooth that better. Let's smooth it just a bit. I like to use these like so. Yeah, bring it down. Alright, let me see what that looks like from back here. Now some of it will take away some of the concrete, We may bring it concrete to here and leave this grass. It's hard to say. Let's try that a little bit. Let me click on this. Hover over grass, hit Control R as in Richard, and we'll go ahead and do that. Bring this on over. Bring it on down there, like so. There we go. And now we'll turn around or back up and see. We got most of it, didn't we? We'll get this last little bit here. For now. Alright, we're going to go ahead and hit save so we don't lose any of the work we're doing so far. Let it do its thing. All of it subject to change as we go along. But just getting some progress. Alrighty. Not too bad. I'll probably make an entrance here and over there. I'm gonna make two entrances. One here, one over there, and then of course one in the back. Or even two in the back. We'll have to see. So the delivery people is gonna be coming back here. So we'll cut down this road and come up and come in here and go to the selling spot or the trigger or whatever right there, and we can work from there. We got a little bit of a hill here. We may bring that up more level. We'll see. It's a pretty big slope on this side. Let me see what we got here. We got plenty of room, but we got quite the slope here. Like that. And that's too much of a slope on that, as you can see. We never did finish this side, so let's do it real quick. Go ahead to the sculpt mode and put it on replace. Bring it on up. We'll slope this back part after we get it to the level. See how I'm getting it, trying to get it to that little level spot. We never did quite get over here. Okay. I'm gonna bring this up a little just to square up this corner. Alright, that should be plenty square for now. We're gonna have to smooth it for the slope. Alright, let me look at it. Okay. We might make a kind of like a brick area here with flowers, an exit here that curves down, something, and leaves, but it's big old slope right here. It's gonna be a work in progress. Let's just put it that way. It's gonna take time to get it all squared away. Slope this real quick. Alright, we'll slope that just a bit. Alright. We still got plenty of our height right there. Okay. Some of that over here we might just make grass. Let me see where we would come off at. I think we would just come off right here. Come off and come down and come around, come out, potentially. Let me see. We could drive down like so, and on this side be like flower stuff or something, or whatever we find. We could do trees, we could do rocks, we could do whatever. And then they come on down, come out on the road, go that way or that way. We might lift this part up a hair. Let's go ahead and put it on replace. And we're going to probably put it about right here. Control R and then just bring that up some. Like so. That's okay because we're going to slope it. Alright. Some of that might be too high. Let me go look. Yeah, it's higher than I want it to be. Didn't look that high when I was going to do it, but most certainly was. Unless I connect it on over. How far are we? We ain't too far. Let's try it. Sometimes you get lucky. That ain't too bad. Yeah, we could connect it. Let me get this up a little bit. Okay. Bring that over. Like so. What in the world? Is it not doing it? I'm clicking the button. Okay, now it's doing it. I'm wondering what's going on. Alright. I'm going to slope that, so don't worry about that. Alright, so there we go. Let's get down and see what our road's going to end up. We gotta fix this little spot here. Let's smooth that. Like so. So it came down a hill, then landed onto a flat road. This is going to be smoothed a little bit. Alright, so then when we're coming out, we're going to come out here. So we're going to come out like this, and then be able to see. And then we're going to smooth that like that's the rest of that hill there. So let's go ahead and smooth that out. Take that hill right on down. Like it ain't nothing. There we go. We'll do that over here as well. Alright. We'll knock this little part down just a bit. All this is subject to change. Alright, we gotta situate this, but I want that curve there, hopefully, so we can come on down the hill. Let me see about where I want to take this. I don't think I need to go that far away from there, but we could. But I don't want to lift it so high. Let me see. Yeah, 'cause then I'm gonna have my road be weird. Let me smooth it and see what we get. Alrighty. Okay. Now let's get what we have here. Definitely gonna have to smooth this one. I'll just try to be gentle. Okay. That ain't bad. Obviously it's not gonna be painted concrete. Okay, see the slope is too much of a slope for something with concrete to me, you know. So we're probably going to have to stop the concrete up at this level here, somewhere up here, and make it like a grass embankment or whatever. Let's go ahead and take that and turn that into grass. Control R, add, and okay, come on, and bring this over. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell. All right, let me see. Let's see what we look like here. Okay, so we could bring that side up a bit if we need to. Let me see what it is after we hit replace again real quick, just to get it on there. Let's see if it goes up any. No, it was already up right there. Then that went up a hair. That's good. There we go. Yeah. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Right there. Okay. Now then, at least my concrete is my level area. I'll have to get it more leveled up more, but this is basically level now. Now I can slope this part. We're going to bring it out just a hair bit more. Just a bit more. Just a bit. So we can slope it. And now we're going to smooth it. We'll keep the top more level like. And this side we're going to slope real nice. Okay. Alrighty. Back up a little. Obviously that's not painted square, but we'll fix that. Don't worry about that. Okay. So when we come over here, we can go back that way, or we're going to come to this where we're going to go down. So we got to situate this area. Now I'm going to draw a road somehow there, just temporary. It's not going to be like this. It's just for visual sake. Put dirt so I can see what's going on. Go back up. Put it on add. Alright, I don't know how big to make it. Let me go up some, see. Okay. We'll make it a little smaller than that. Potentially. Well, we'll make it at least that big for now. Okay, so we're just going to pretend this is going to go this way. And then it's going to curve to come on out to the road here. And we'll adjust it however we need, like so. Obviously it's not going to be this kind of road. Alright. Now let me go look at it. Now some of this is going to remain concrete, or we may make the road come on through. We'll see. But we got to smooth this. So let's go ahead and do that. Alrighty. We're almost done for this round because I don't want the video to be too long. So, smooth this. We're not going to finish it all on this episode. We're just getting it situated. Go on down to there. Try to make it nice and smooth. Alright, let's see what we got here. It ain't perfect yet. Okay, so we still got some work to do. We gotta lower this side over here. But at least we got a basic path. and then we'll be able to see all the stuff we put there. Like it's gonna be a special, you know how like they have this, like something there, like in a circle, or something that you see when you go in different places, all decorated nicely. Let's click on this one and click smooth just barely. Let's put these down a little bit so it's not so quickly knocked down. Alright. Alrighty. It's pretty basic. We still got a lot to do with this road here. This is just the preliminary part. This is not, not all in one episode are we going to get through. Okay. But we got the basics of the ground getting laid. We got to obviously go higher here on some of that. So, or we could add, we can either lower these ourselves or make our own little concrete thing. We'll see what we decide. If that's what you can do, you can decide. And you can see how everything's just up a little bit. These are pretty close to right, but some of the other stuff isn't. Alrighty. Well, we're going to go ahead and call that an episode. We'll get a road in over here as well. Probably another one over here more. Probably something over here. Maybe even where this is the actual road that can cut through, and then but you can actually turn in too as well. But anyway, I'm gonna call that an episode. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Goodbye everybody.